We are now at the Sheriff Department in Sullivan County. Took the opportunity to hear from the sheriff about the community relation and overall about what the job of a sheriff is. Thank you for giving the time. And let me see, the name is M.A. Schiff. That's what I see here.
Michael A. Schiff.
So first, what is the job of a sheriff?
A sheriff is the county police. We're the only law enforcement officer, administrative officer in the country that's elected. Every other leader of a law enforcement agency is appointed. From the FBI, the DEA, state police, village, city, they're all appointed. So there's a little bit of a special thing that the sheriff works directly for the community. The community is the one that hires or fires us every 4 years. We don't answer to our legislature. We work with them on budget issues to fund us. And then we run independently directly for the community. And we find that very refreshing. And it makes a very close bond between the people in our community and a sheriff in any county. Our county is about 1,000 square miles. And very little of it is covered by police departments. We have a Village of Liberty, we have a Village of Monticello, and we've got a town of Fallsburg and a Village of Woodridge. We have constables in Bethel and in Lumberland. Other than that, that's law enforcement. The state police and the sheriff's office handle criminal complaints or civil complaints, and we're the ones that will respond if you have a problem.
Would you say it's tougher in the summer or in the winter?
Well, it's colder in the winter. That makes it a little tougher on me. I think in the summer, our population probably quadruples. So in the summer, we're running pretty much nonstop, as is the state police and all the other police agencies. The summers get very, very hectic. Just the congestion, traffic, the amount of people we have to deal with, it becomes problematic. So it is busier in the summer, it's harder.
Would you recommend people to have weapons at home, like a gun for safety, or rather not?
I am a big believer in the Second Amendment. And if you want to have a weapon, I believe you should be entitled. Our Constitution guarantees that to us, that you can have a firearm to protect yourself. That's a personal choice that you have to make. I would not recommend for anybody to have or not to have, because some people don't feel comfortable with it. If you're nervous and you're not comfortable with a weapon, don't get one. But if you want to train yourself, if you feel comfortable with it, that's your right, and I back that 1,000%, and I'm fully behind that.
But of course, you have to be careful that kids should not get...
Oh, absolutely. You have to use gun safety. You've got to make sure it's put where it's safe. Those are things that go along with, in New York State, in order to get a pistol permit, you have to go through classes. You've got to handle a firearm, you've got to shoot a firearm, you've got to take pistol safety courses, firearm safety courses, where they train you. Don't leave a gun out, don't leave it unattended, how to handle the gun safely so that you don't have an accident. All those things are very important. We wouldn't let you drive a car without some training. You're required to have training to get a handgun or a rifle.
What can anyone do to help out for the safety overall?
I think you go back to it's so old already. If you see something, say something. It's so simple, it's been around so long, but you can't get away from that. When you see something wrong, you know who belongs, who doesn't belong in your particular area. I could drive by 10 times. I don't know who should be there. So if you see something that looks wrong, call us. We'll come out. The worst that'll happen is there's nothing wrong. And we don't mind. That's our job. That's what we're supposed to do. But if there's something wrong, maybe we can stop it, make an arrest, maybe prevent someone from being hurt. So on anything, whether it's drugs, people in the neighborhood that shouldn't be there, that you think they might be burglars, or people driving recklessly, whatever it might be, you see something, say something.
We see here there's an airplane here. What is that for?
That was from Hatsola Air's grand opening, and very proud of them. They do incredible work, as does Hatsola. Every branch of Hatsola does incredible voluntary work, and they save lives every day.
Beautiful. Let's give a quick look at the sheriff's office. Oh, sheriff's is here. I remember it correctly, Michael?
Yes.
Okay. We'll give a quick peek in the office.
Okay.
And okay, nice airy room. And this is a new building, right?
Yes. About 4 years.
Nice. Look at this. That's the new logo of the sheriff, right?
Yes.
We used to have a different one.
Yes.
We are outside of the sheriff's office, and we will have a question for Sheriff Michael Schiff about the security. The community is growing, and we obviously need more security.
Yes. After October 7th, we upped our security. We started having deputies going around checking on the camps, checking on developments, and we have tried to be on the cutting edge of that to make sure we're there and not waiting for something to happen, that there were high visibility. We're talking to the camp owners, we're talking to people at those developments so that they have people to reach out to and contact directly if there is a problem.
Oh, wow.
We also bought a Bearcat. It's an armored vehicle. We have a response team, and if something does go wrong where it's required, we can respond with force. This is a bulletproof vehicle that will stop up to a 50 caliber round.
And this looks like quite new. It's a new vehicle?
No, we
Or
bought
it's
this.
just
This was
the
built
equipment?
in 2008, and we bought it in 2012.
Look, the tires. If there goes around some...
Those are
bullets in-
ballistic tires. Everything on this thing is
Bulletproof.
bulletproof. The windows, all the metal. All this metal had to be cut to build this vehicle with a plasma cutter. It's very strong. It's military grade steel.
And is this used often?
Fairly often. If we got a barricaded subject, if we've got anything that we feel is wrong with the team, or there might be weapons involved, we try to roll with the Bearcat so that we've got a protective shell to get people in close, in safety, without being harmed, and get very close to wherever the problem is.
About squatters, people moving in the now in the winter, people are away, and there's a lot of empty houses, empty homes.
Squatters is a civil problem. We do have a civil unit. If you get people out before 30 days, you're in good shape. After that, it gets a little murky. But we've been pretty good at getting people moved out of buildings and moving them along. And we'll always try to get people pushed out of where they don't belong. Unfortunately, some of these laws are made at the state level that allow this, and I find it outrageous that somebody could move into your home
Stay there.
and you have to not be able to go in your home, and you've got to try to have them evicted when they have no business, no call, no claim in any way to that property. And the state has not changed that yet, and that needs to be changed.
Basically, you have to have your eyes open before 30 days. Before 30 days, they call you up, and
Before 30 days, we can tell them to get out.
after 30
After
days,
30
it's
days,
different.
I guess they consider that you're
They are the owner.
a resident. I don't know if they own it, but you have to evict them to get them out. You've got a secondary set of problems.
You had in the past, overall, that people try to move in with squatters' rear and with force. And what can you do at that time?
Well, each case will be different. We'll do what we're allowed to by law, and we will try to resolve the problem. But there are several ways to handle those things, but at the end of the day, you have to follow the law.
Thank you so much, Michael. Is there anything else for the community before we end?
I would just
Just a
say,
short one. I really appreciate your time.
on one end, just with the squatters, contact your senator and your assembly people and tell them we need to change this. This is crazy. This isn't sane. You own property, you pay taxes, and somebody decides to move in, and after 30 days, you have to go to get a lawyer, you got to go to a court, and you have to evict them from your property, and you have to find a place to stay. That is not sane in my world. I don't know why or how this is happening. It needs to change. And secondly, we will be around to protect you this summer. We will make ourselves visible. We will make ourselves available. But if you see something, say something. Don't be afraid to call. And I would just say thank you for taking the time to talk to us today.
And thank you for
And we
giving
will
us-
be there for the community.
Beautiful. I really appreciate that. In the name of the thousands of families that are here. Beautiful.